Ah, damn. Yo, look at this shit crazy, man. Like I say, I was trying to sit on this thing. Barack Obama had stated that he was going to do that thing Monday or whatever. He was going to more or less issue out a presidential address. But just from the small upload that was just posted, now we see, in fact, who is a motherfucking crisis actor and who is a part of this motherfucking shit right here. Hot damn. Let me tell you something. Look at here, right? What's up, Pisces Princess? Al Cool Gator always up in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Al Cool Gator for real, though. But yeah, though, like I say, man, y'all better go ahead and fork up that motherfucking 10K to Barack Obama before we start peeling back the rest of y'all motherfuckers out here that know that y'all was a part of this motherfucking psyop. Like I say, people already done been implementing movement, man. Folks trying to call me in their eyes, so my shit keep buffering, but it is what it is. What's up, positive? You already know what's going on. We on here looking at it for what it's worth. You know, these people who've been trying to camouflage themselves for quite some time now, fabricating stories, making up stuff, lying, etc., etc., running all around YouTube, up in everybody chat, etc., etc. And now we got proof that shows without a shadow of a doubt that this person was at the scene. This person was at the Crown Plaza. Hey yo, this crazy. Hey, this is crazy right here. Positive movement, Pisces Princess. I'm trying to tell you, when I seen this picture, the first thing I about did was drop my phone. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I had a better understanding as soon as I seen the picture, because well, I guess this is why this person never says anything about Kanika, and I guess this is why this person tries to avert a lot of the questions at most times that have been asked in reference to anything that had to do with anything, which is the main reason why a lot of us to this day are still running around in circles. We still subscribe to certain people only because we want to be able to hear their viewpoint, their standpoint on certain topics, on certain issues. Now, this viewpoint right here that I'm giving you, right here about this crisis act, like I stated a little early, and I didn't want to put the person all the way out there like that. But the thing that I was questioning is the amount of money, undoubtedly, that these people are being paid in order to tell these damn lies. Now, the first time I ran across the same individual, they was pumping they was popping their motherfucking gums and shit, talking about they needed to talk to me. They wanted to get on the panel. They wanted to tell their side of the story. This was back then when this person was like, now, which I understand completely now, falsely accusing the dude Logic that be with Straight Drop, accusing him saying that he stole her ideas and everything that had to do with the green screen and court TV. What's up, Felicia's the one? All of that stuff right there that she was talking about. Them guys stole her idea, and by her being upset about it or whatnot. She came up on my panel and discussed it. But then once that I went over to Logic's panel, and him and Straight Drop was there, and we kind of went back and forth or whatnot. It was a lot of tension in the air or whatnot. And now I got a better understanding of on why both of those individuals was so adamant with defending themselves after we see now. Now we see now. Now we see now that Psyop's blow hit and always also got a tattoo on the left side of her neck, just the same as that lady that's at the damn protest. Now one has to ask themselves, right, why we have so many coincidences and why thus far everything that has taken place since last year, and we going on the annual year. I'm not going to say the anniversary, but we're going into the 1 year of Kanika Jenkins. One has to ask now, out of all times, how are we continuing to find out new leads? How are we getting additional information to this case that's been so mysterious thus far? You know how it's happening? Because we undying with this thing out here. And a lot of these people that have already proved, have already showed, they've been in all these different chats, running around, having these back chat conversations with people, plotting, manipulating, and scheming, trying to get in good graces with people in the whole nine. Now we see that all of this and more has been nothing but a corroborated distraction. It was articulated well. It was a systematic approach that a lot of the MK Ultra people use. A lot of the people that's a part of this crisis actor movement, this is what they use. And this is the way that they get down. And it's beyond pretty bad the way that it looks, right? Because, you know, like I say, since I, you know, noticed this person on social media, you know, there was one time, I think it was like around, I want to say January, sort of like the middle of January or whatnot. I got like one of those anonymous emails, and within the email, they was naming, you know, a lot of people's names like Harper Boy, Tazon Day. They was naming all of these people. And within the confines of the email that I received, one of the names that they mentioned was Hidden Treasure. And I actually asked her about that shit. And when I told her, I couldn't at the time identify the motherfucking email, but of course, you know that I got the shit now, and we'll be able to provide that as well in another upload, because you already know how it's going down up in the newsroom of World News. Now, this is one thing that I will say right here, Hidden Treasures. You're really gonna have to explain to YouTube what the hell that you was doing at that motherfucking protest and why you never told anybody that you attended that protest. Now, as I stated before, if you look at the popularity of Facebook and the amount of people that's on Facebook, I always ask each and every one of you to do the knowledge and ask yourself. I have to ask you to do the knowledge now and ask yourself about those Facebook uploads, all of those posts that was made during September the 10th through September the 12th. Go through anybody's Facebook page that's from Chicago or those surrounding areas that had anything to do with the mysterious surrounding death, cause, and effect of Kenneka Jenkins. Now, I must ask each and every one of you, you know, about the video that you've seen, about the proof that we have seen of on how that these people now are being implemented. They're being implicated in these fucking crimes, and the reason why that they are, because I know that it's a lot of people that are tired. There's a lot of people that stressed out. Folks is confused in the whole nine, and maybe Hidden Treasures just might be the motherfucking person, you know, that can tell us the truth aside from all of the extracurricular bullshit that we have heard thus far with the people that would not, could not. And it's sort of like, you know, they felt like they was forcing their hands or whatever. But the people that did not want to divulge this information to at least allow for each and every one of us, if not a couple of us, to be able to rest assured at night. Because it's a lot of stuff that we was questioning. A lot of stuff we was mind boggled by. It was a lot of stuff that, you know, if it was somebody that just so happened to be there, that's going to keep it real that they was actually there. And I don't mean within the Crown Plaza, Chicago, O'Hare, but if there were people who actually attended this function, this protest, supposedly, as they stated, that was outside, you know what I'm saying, of the Crown Plaza, if there is some people within the small Kenneka Jenkins circle that we call the YouTube streets, why wouldn't that person from these small YouTube streets at least try to, you know, impart some type of wisdom on us to kind of clarify this thing? Because it was just too many questions that was asked in the beginning. Question marks every motherfucking where. People been damn near going crazy trying to figure this thing out, trying to figure out if we could find just one single person that was in that area, aside from the notable people who've made little frivolous uploads or whatever, supposed to have been justice for Kenneka people rocking the purple and the whole nine. I'm talking about somebody that was actually there behind the scenes, because we know without a shadow of a doubt, and we've been had reason to believe that that whole protest that was set up, it was a sham. It was to bamboozle us. It was to trick us. It was to fucking deceive us. It was to mislead us. And it basically was to get us to stop researching and going a hell of a lot deeper than what we done went thus far. Now, dealing with this thing with Hidden Treasures, now I get it. Now I get it. And after all of the times, you know, when I used to try to tell DC little retarded ass to stop trying to shout her out and all this old shit, being that he right there within that damn Chicago area too, he might have knew something the whole damn time and wasn't telling us. Got to think about it now, because this is the crisis actors edition. Because we got to think about that he is the person that told us that Kanika Jenkins was his cousin. But then after a few months or whatnot, and he gained a little bit of popularity just off of the strength of that whack ass, watered down ass motherfucking juice, he never really divulged any other information, nor did he go all the way in depth with touching on why he could make a statement as he made about Kanika Jenkins being his relative. But if you took notice within his uploads, throughout his comments, every time he made an upload, you would always see this damn person hidden treasures. You always seen this damn person. He's shouting her out. Oh, that's my boo. This, and that. At one time, this guy, Miss J was his boo. Then Sky was his boo. Then it went, to him having a boo that was a fake ass avatar that wasn't even an actual living, breathing fucking person, but a fucking bot. And he was actually claiming that the bot was his girlfriend at the time. Now we see that these lies that we knew was lies off of the gate. We already knew that. We never believe anything DC said any motherfucking way. But the lies that this motherfucker was saying from the beginning, now we got reason to believe that those lies that he was telling and everything that he was saying, he was doing so in order to bring about somewhat of a smoke screen and a motherfucking distraction, so that we wouldn't be able to zone in on the same person clearly that we seen at that protest, from the photos, from the videos, from the newspaper article, without a shadow of a doubt. Now that we know that was there and we have come to identify exactly who the fuck that this person is, now we are beginning to see the developmental stages of actually breaking down, deciphering, getting the LCD, the lowest common denominator, dealing with each and every one of not only these troll accounts, these troll pages, but now we have to understand these crisis actors. Now we got to get a better understanding of how they getting paid at this motherfucker. Now we know what the agenda is. We done spoke about who was the leader several times. We done spoke about people that struck out, that played the part, for quite some time, got a little bit of change and whatnot, fouled the fuck up out of the game or whatever. Now they done turned into preachers and pastors, they like evangelists and shit, playing Bible trivia online and the whole nine. Okay, we get all that. Yeah, we get that. See there? And look at here. The thing is crazy, right? When Rick asked DC to actually go to, Teresa's court hearing, or whatever took place on that court date, y'all should have knew that motherfucking man wasn't hopping his ass up with that wrinkled ass t-shirt on and going and getting on the damn bus and going uptown to be able to see what the hell was going on with the damn Teresa Martin attending court fucking day. Because I don't know anybody breathing, anybody living. I didn't see any video on Facebook whatsoever of anybody knowing that damn near everybody in this world, at least a large percentage, own smartphones and could have easily recorded an image of Teresa Martin at that motherfucking courthouse on the day of that motherfucking court date. But no one did that, which in fact proves without a shadow of a motherfucking doubt that a lot of this shit is watered down and a lot of this stuff didn't happen. And at the times and dates that we actually thought that it happened, we were bamboozled and we were tricked. And these people are still sitting back and they laughing at our motherfucking ass every fucking day. And they keep using these pawns throughout social media, throughout YouTube, in order to take us away from getting even deeper into this shit right here. I can't even, hey, look at here, right? I spoke to a couple people about this shit and they was like, you know what? I ain't even, I'm not amazed. I'm not surprised whatsoever by this. And I'm like, you're not surprised? I'm like, yeah, like, motherfucker, I ain't, I'm not surprised whatsoever, because I know the characteristics of a lot of people that's played this game on YouTube, that's done threw people up under the bus, that's implemented people, that made it look like certain people did certain stuff, whereas without a shadow of a doubt, now we know that they wasn't even there from the beginning. But now we're seeing that there were people that were there that don't want to motherfucking say nothing about this shit now. And now we got a question. We got to ask ourselves 21 questions on why in the hell would this person not say that they was at least somebody that went to the protest who may have possibly gotten close to Monifa, you funny as fuck, Bree, and any one of those people to actually see if there was in fact some validity behind anything that had to do with this bot story that they have continued to tell with as many loopholes as of on what the story has, that they done regurgitated, recycled, put the Puff Daddy motherfucking remix on it, and sold to us once again. Once again, family, y'all are seeing it live and uncut. I ain't even got to screen share this shit. I might even unprivatize videos and all type of shit, man, because I've been sitting on stuff anyway, even dealing with this individual right here, because I knew that they wasn't right. I knew they wasn't right and exact when I first talked to them, because what woman in the world would go to another man and tell him that another man did something to them? And at the same time, when this man that doesn't even know them go all out, I'm talking about all the way out, go to a panel amongst individuals that I didn't even have an agreement or a likeness for, went over there and got at them, and this same person still didn't even have the audacity, nor did they have the decency, which was clearly shown and proved now through cowardice that they had, because they didn't want to say anything about the person. Let them tell it, because they didn't want anything to happen to their YouTube page. But now I have reason to believe that the reason why that they didn't want to say anything about the individual, because just like what they stand for and a lot of the stuff that they've been saying to people throughout the comments of the chats and everything else that adds up, they knew by not saying anything, by not addressing them individuals on the panel, they would be able to save face. They would save face, and that people wouldn't be able to look deeper into photos, look deeper into people that was in the background, the participants that was at these rallies, these protests, even the people that went up to the Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare. When you seen that upload of that video, we even gonna have to go back and we gonna have to look through them motherfuckers too. We might have missed some shit. We might have carelessly overlooked it just because we was looking through the crowd, looking through the people, basically trying to align and identify the people that was closest to Kenneka Jenkins now, why we should be looking at the people that are closest to us on YouTube and the people who have been somewhat insightful and have been pseudo impactful throughout the motherfucking YouTube streets. Those are the people that we're going to have to start looking at, family. I'm telling y'all, yo. I'm telling y'all. And I hope that I'm not wasting my breath with this shit. I hope that when I tell y'all this, that y'all really look into it. I hope that you do some diligent research. And I hope without a shadow of a doubt that you stop entrusting these people. I want you to stop just accepting people with open arms. People that just show up on the scene. Motherfuckers be having like 236 motherfucking subscribers. You click on they shit the next day, motherfuckers got like 1,000 subs. You like, how the fuck you get 1,000 subs? Long as I've been on this motherfucker, how the fuck you get 1,000 subs? With that shit that you talking about, how you get 1,000 subs? Huh? Man, there's people under the stairs, people under the covers, people in the motherfucking bushes, people hiding behind 2 or 3 different motherfucking avatars, people doing everything and more that you wouldn't even think that they actually would be doing. And that's how that they've been able to successfully get away with it thus far, because you never would have gave it a second thought. You wouldn't have guessed that. You wouldn't have inquired whatsoever. So that's why you overlooked them. And at the same time, on that Indian giving ass shit, you gave yourself to this person. You believed these people in truth. Now, you look at it for what the fuck that is worth. The whole time, when you called yourself disliking World News, because as you stated, World News was attacking women, etc., on live and through his chat. Now, when you was doing that shit to World News, I don't want your motherfucking apology. I don't need no respect. I don't even need you to say anything about the shit. The only thing that I want you to do now is to continue to stay awoke. This is not the only community that's affected by subliminal hypnotism by way of the media and of on how that they are able to transmit this shit out here through the social media galaxy and to trick people, to confuse people, to mislead people, and to knock people off track and to get people to the point where they will not want to go deeper and look within the surface. That's what's going on. Facts, y'all. All facts. And that's my thing, right? I be coming out the gate side-eyeing people and stuff. Like, his people got my phone number and stuff like that. Like, real phone number. I don't mean the call app and all that old dumb shit or whatever. I'm talking about actual phone number. And I said it once, and I said it twice. And this time I'm going to say it 3 times. I ain't worried about nan motherfucker jumping through my motherfucking phone and doing shit to me. None. None whatsoever. So I never been afraid to tell you my phone number. I never been afraid to give you my email address or none of that. I never been afraid of the hackers and all that old bullshit right there too. And every other fabrication that people have stated that rolled off their motherfucking lips, rolled off the tips of their fingertips to type that shit on their motherfucking smartphone or portable operating device. I never for once allowed for any one of these people to make me feel any kind of way, nor did I allow for these people to hinder me or to persuade me and of on what my views and my concepts was of each and every one of them. Because if I would have allowed for that to happen, I would have stopped a long time ago. My progression within the Kanika Jenkins streets would have been motherfucking failed to fuck off. You feel me? It didn't fall off. What I did was I took breaks. Motherfuckers want to say shit like, oh yeah, I ran you off of YouTube, all type of shit. Sometimes when you're dealing with something, right? When you're dealing with a thing, right? And there's no change and you are being consistent with it. In NA, they say when you do the same thing over and over again, that's considered as being insanity. When I found myself going through additional hours, combing through so many different Facebook pages, through different algorithms that videos was posted, trying to get closer leads, I told myself, before that I go to the 7th floor, before that I get a crazy check, before that I got to keep taking all these motherfucking goody powders and BCs and shit, smoking blunts and downing cans of beer and shit in like 10 seconds or whatever, right? Before that I get to the point that I was going to have to start doing all of that, I simply said, hey, let me just kick my motherfucking feet up, take my shirt off, fire up an L, and just relax. Let me just lounge for a minute. Let me get a clear mind state with this shit. Because at one time, there was a multitude of things that were taking place that was in reference and into relation of this Kanika Jenkins case that I almost went crazy fucking with this shit. Seeing all type of shit. Looking through videos. Slowing them down. Screenshotting shit. Blowing it up. Making comparisons side by side. Asking myself if the audio from inside of the motel room was true or if it was false. I went through various scenarios on a multitude of nights. I've wrestled with myself. I have even destroyed my relationship with the women that I was involved with since that I've been researching this case. And I mean the women in my real life, not on YouTube, but the women that I dealt with in real life. We done even fell out with each other only because of me putting too much time and investing too much energy in a case, in an experiment, in somewhat of a psyop to this day that no one still can prove that there was an actual person that was found on that motherfucking floor. And no one to this day can still prove and show me and make me believe that what we seen on that video was not footage that was from a prior time, an older time. There is nobody. I wouldn't give a damn how many rusty motherfucking views, musty ass motherfucking shares, or dusty ass likes that you got. It wouldn't matter. Don't none of that shit right there matter. Nah. Because I know that you can't. Because 9 times out of 10, just like Chosen King, you sit back and listen to a lot of stuff that was spoken when I was on different people's panels, and you went back and you remixed it and you made the video yourself, and then what you did was you had intentions of actually gaining some level of success. Hold on for a second. Hey, you going to the store right here? Where you going to, bro? You grab me a rock. I say you get me one. Would you get me one? All right. Yeah, but like I say though, all these rusty, musty, crusty, dusty motherfuckers that's out here that's running these two-faced ass Janus January, the first of the year, New Year, Woven's Day ass motherfucking lies and shit out here. These fertile motherfuckers is out here, right? These foreseeable ass cross dressers, these trannies. I'm telling you, yo. And that's what I had to do, Tiny. I had to sit back for a little bit. And I said, yo, let me stop posting these videos for people get tired of me talking all the time. Let me stop, putting all this stuff out here before that people start thinking that I knew everything. No, this is what it was. I was passionate about this case. I wanted to be able to bring about a resolve to this case. But was I able to do that? No. I brought about some clarity on certain aspects. And like I say, now we have additional findings that are linked to people that are popular somewhat on YouTube. Now that we got historical as well as biological reason to believe geographically that these people from certain areas that migrated to be willing participants of one of the greatest led psyops that we've ever seen demonstrated, not on social media, but we've ever seen demonstrated in the motherfucking world. This psyop, Kenneka Jenkins, is great. Hey, look, it's greater than the crack era. Ronald Reagan would have been there, had 9 motherfucking heart attacks by now if he was living in this era, even dealing with this right here. This thing is worse than the crack epidemic. You hear me? This worse than the heroin epidemic, to tell you the motherfucking truth. This is the most addictive experiment. These people are the most colorful people that none of us has ever met in real fucking life, that we have somewhat of an innate fucking attachment to. We got an attachment to these damn people, yo. And it's crazy how they rocked our motherfucking ass to sleep, thinking that these were actually real events that took place. But now that we see these were in fact nothing but events that was illustrated to persuade us, to curve our minds, to empuff us, to engulf us, to imbue us with information that was falsified, that was pseudo-official, with information that was incorrect, the information that was misleading, that has misled each and every one of us. And now we're at the point that we demand, and we need to be able to see some signs to at least let us know that this is in fact some bullshit, because none of the family has did it thus far. None of the people that claim that they knew Teresa, Leonore, and Kenneka has done that. We haven't seen that from none of these fraud ass, social media ass, I'ma go live and talk about Kenneka Jenkins ass people. That's why to this day, right now, those same people at one time that was talking about Kenneka Jenkins, now they posting videos of dumbass shit, and they're not even getting no views because their viewership content has went all the way through the motherfucking Earth's core. They done went all the way to the greatest portion of heat whatsoever. They ass done melted because the majority of them is plastic as a motherfucker. They was never titanium. They were never warriors. They were never Excalibur sword making and Hattori Hanzo ass sword strength ass individuals. These were some Play-Doh ass super soaker gun individuals that was out here shooting water. They was never shooting bullets. They were never effective, and they never hit the motherfucking target. But what they were able to do comfortably, they were comfortably able to easily mislead our motherfucking ass with this dumb shit out here. Ain't this some motherfucking shit? I guess all a motherfucker gotta do is be halfway cute and shit, have a little bit of hips and shit, and they ass got a little cuff on in the back or whatever, and a motherfucker just overlook everything and just say it with open arms. Oh, okay, I accept you. That's the way that this shit going on out here. And see, the main people that did that shit, the main people that opened up their arms, that's how I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you will open up your same motherfucking arms, your dusty ass arms for law enforcement. You will let these people who have oppressed us, the people that are predecessors of motherfucking slave masters, you will allow for these people to continue to dictate us, and you allow for these people to continually to psychologically affect our motherfucking ass. That's what you a part of. You will do that shit willingly because you don't have no fight. You ain't got no stamina. You ain't got no buck. You ain't got no straightening. You just a yes man and a yes woman, and you will continue to allow for people like this to slide up under your ass with fraudulent ass videos that have absolutely no significance whatsoever within the community that we in right now, in our ongoing never-ending pursuit and our quest to be able to make some sense out of all of this bullshit. We know now that you was put here, you was placed here. Hey, look at here, they put your ass out here undercover like you was on the whole stroll, and you a whole live cop. Mentally you a whole live cop, and they put you on the scroll. What you was trying to do is see if you could get some men, to say that they was wanting to buy some time with you or whatever. See, we know how the game go. We seen this shit all the way back from motherfucking 21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street, way before CSI and Criminal Minds and all of those shit came out. We seen that shit long time ago on America's Most Wanted. Why you think people still watch these shows? Because the crime, the violence, and the things that intrigue us the most, those are things that we just cannot and will not willingly, knowingly, voluntarily detach ourselves away from, because we have built up somewhat of a level of enjoyment for these things that now we have to be able to feed the addiction of our curiosity with at least finding out what the hell happened to whatever person that's on here that was a part of a cold case, that which in fact concludes that being a motherfucking mystery. And this murder mystery within the Crown Plaza, which we still have not figured out in its totality, is another chipping block. It's another thing that we got to chip away from. Like I say, we got to chip away from this shit. This ain't nothing but a motherfucking rock. That's all that it is. This motherfucker ain't steel. It can be broke down. It just takes each and every one of us diligently to detach the emotions, kill the emotional side away from it. Use your head. Use your motherfucking head and break it down for what it's worth. Now, Shovel Gang repping 313, if there is a lawsuit that's coming, I'd like to know who is the person that's going to be rewarded the money from the lawsuit? And I'd like to know who, in fact, is the guilty party that will have a motherfucking lawsuit plastered on their motherfucking ass. Let me know that Wi-Fi up, all right? You know what? Shovel Gang, put me down. Matter of fact, send a motherfucking link to worldnews11@gmail. The same way how my name spelled with that U, spell it like that and send it to me. And I'm going to go to my Facebook group. I got like 10,000 homies up in there, and I'm going to share it up in there too. Straight like that. And I'm going to share it too. See, what we're going to be doing, right? This is what we're going to do. Well, I'm not going to tell you what the fuck that you're going to do, but I'm going to give you an idea what I think would be best for a lot of us to do. With a lot of these troll accounts and shit, right, that we've seen thus far, and the people that we don't know that's behind those troll accounts, this is what I'm going to start doing right here. When I go live next week, I'm going to be sending out links when I go live. You know that? And the reason why I'm going to do that, because it's a lot of sensitive information that I don't want to divulge with a lot of untrustworthy people that's sitting behind these fake ass accounts that I don't even know who the fuck that they are. But with a click of a button, I can easily find out who the fuck that they are and put their ass on blast too. But the thing about it is, we're going to go above and beyond with this shit right here. I'm telling you, yo, we're gonna go above and beyond with this shit. So no, I don't have a problem, with anybody, what I'm saying, it's coming up in the chat or whatever. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I welcome everybody to come through. This is just another edition of Crisis Actors Exposed. This is one of the Crisis Actors. This is how we're gonna start doing this. And like I say, it's about 4 more of them that's gonna be exposed like a motherfucker too. That been lying to y'all the whole time, playing like they Robin Hood and all this old other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you exactly what part that they played in the involvement with their role up at that Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hare as well. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you. Like I say, you got to look at the patterns that people are taking right now. Just like the other day, was it yes? No, it was yesterday night. I heard a little piece. Somebody recorded it, sent me a link. A King Rob, right? And Queen Rob was lying like hell. He was saying all kind of shit. He was saying dumbass shit. He was saying shit like Anisha Fowlers and all this other shit. He was talking about the twins with straight drop kids and all this old dumb shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening and I'm like, dude, how much motherfucking powder have you? Or are you actually purchasing crack rocks and just chopping them shits down? And then are you performing somewhat of an inhalation on the table and snorting that shit? Because clearly it got you fucked up. And don't nobody believe none of that bullshit that you talking about. But the people that still support you, the over 100 people that go to your chat, they go to your chat because they bored as a motherfucker and they basically want to lie. They want to laugh. That's all that it is. That's all it is. They just want to laugh and shit. Now I'm going to stay up in the building. Yeah, that's all that shit is right there. Hey, look here. We've been knew that shit was fake, phony as a motherfucker. Yeah, we've been doing that with phony as a motherfucker. Oh yeah, we do. Appreciate that, home. Oh yeah. Good. Oh, word. Okay, good look. Hey, you blowing? You blowing on anything? I have this conversation right now. All right. There it is. We're gonna crack this brew open and then go into the motherfucking next stage of the YouTube Crisis Actors. Nah, I don't think that Shovel ran anywhere. I think Shovel just in the cut. Shovel might have misunderstood what I was saying, but I don't have no problem, you know what I'm saying, with the Shovel gang or nothing like that. They all right. You know, I welcome all trolls and shit. Anybody can come through. You know what I'm saying? It's just a live upload. That's all that it is. I ain't out here trying to bar nobody because, you know, they're within certain circles and they enjoy to their listening pleasure certain, you know, viewer channels or whatever. It's all good. Do what you do whatever you want to do. I ain't gonna get mad at you or no shit like that. You can come over and chill. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the random news up in the building. Man, random news, I tell you. Well, I tell you, random news. Man, I done had low-level flag team motherfuckers done came through and everything, coming to get at world news. But they know that I got multiple pages. And I got a team too. So it is what the fuck it is. But one thing about this shit right here, right? About these crisis actors, right? And about what we done seen about hidden treasures today. There's going to be a lot of questions. It's going to be a lot of questions that this big ass motherfucking parking lot space ass motherfucker gonna have to answer. She really gonna have to answer some questions now. Facts. Y'all better listen to my Aunt Deb for real now. Oh yeah, Aunt Deb, I forgot to tell you too. The person they call themselves Proud American was up in somebody's chat. I'm about to look back on it where they was talking about, yeah, World is Miss Deb's nephew and all this. So, matter of fact, it was up in King Rob shit. Proud American was up in there. So, Proud American, I know you in the bushes, so don't bring your regular ass back over here with that bullshit you doing. Running from chat to chat and all that bullshit. Yeah. Proud America better not bring that motherfucking ass back over here. Straight like that. Because Proud America have been telling them motherfucking lies. That's what the fuck been going on. And like I say, for quite some time now, people on YouTube have really had their foundation shook because there's people whose content that they enjoyed, and there may have been at times disagreements between those people, and the disagreements between those people actually caused people's wisdom to be shortened, and people wasn't able to get a clarified understanding only because they was listening to certain people, and at times they wasn't touching on the case. They wasn't going deeper in the case. The only thing they was doing was that retarded ass shit like Queen Rob was doing, talking about Miss Deb was at the Crown Plaza type of shit. You know you got a dumb motherfucker when you hear him say shit like that. You know you got some dumb motherfuckers, yo. I never in my life seen so many people. I never seen so many people, namaste, in my word. That this is my word, yo. So many people that just take stuff off of face value without doing any research whatsoever, and then automatically, instantaneously, sporadically try to place blame on a person. Now, I seen that once, and I seen that twice on social media. That's why now I be standing out here on the forefront. I don't be in the bushes. So don't feel no kind of way about whoever the fuck that you follow, because I come to anybody's shit. Don't no motherfucking body out here make me feel no kind of way. I ain't scared of the nigga that you fuck with or none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about what kind of back chats that y'all having, etc., etc. I'm out here because I know that the people want this information. I'm out here because I know that at times people be getting blocked from information by way of a lot of the fuck shit that's going on. And you got people that'll see you going live and shit. And in order so that people can't hear your message and the things that you're making an attempt to be able to communicate to the rest of the YouTube community, they'll try to go live at the same time and shit, you know, like it's a competition or whatever. See, I laugh at little childish shit like that. See, when you always got people that's making an attempt to outdo you on the competitional level, that show you within itself that that main person that's doing so, in fact, has something that they want to hide. Straight like that. Straight like that. And out of all of the musty, dusty, crusty, rusty motherfuckers that I done met on YouTube, I never met anybody like Hidden Treasures that played like that they was affected, they was wounded, like somebody did them wrong and all this old other shit, and that they wanted to motherfucking talk about this shit. And then when it came time to talk about it on the panel with the people that was accused, they motherfucking tuck their damn tail and they gonna say, oh no, I don't want to be on the panel, this, and that. But she gonna sit up and tell me all the motherfucking lies about Logic had naked pictures of her and all this old other shit. But then didn't want to say anything about, you know why? Because she was telling a motherfucking lie on Logic. That's the fucking word. She was telling a lie. She told a motherfucking lie. I can't, and you know what? I got to apologize to the dude for even believing the motherfucking shit. She lied like a motherfucker. She ain't nothing but a motherfucking hood rat for YouTube. She jumping around to every male that you see that's going live on YouTube, leaving little shit in the comments. Even the people that I'm affiliated with, she tried to slide up under them and be cool and make little videos and shit, and thought that she was going to have a happily ever after YouTube life and sell people t-shirts and all this old other shit. Whereas we already know that this woman is financially strapped. And now we got a better understanding of on how and why she is as financially strapped as what the fuck that she is with these multiple YouTube pages. I'm going to explain something to you, yo. I'm going to explain some shit. I don't even have to be from Houston, Texas to know about this person. You know why? Because I've seen these type of people throughout my life. that'll do any and everything for stardom, for fame, for relevancy, just to be able to have somebody to talk about them and to be able to say good things about them and to be able to have some of the greatest accolades spoken on them, basically solely off of, I guess, what they think or thought was they looks or whatever. But see, me, I'm not even amused by that shit right there. I'm not amused whatsoever. And the reason why I'm not amused by it, and namaste, I'm talking about hidden treasures that's in Houston, where you at. And this is the thing right here. This person, hidden treasures, that tried as hard as, look, they tried harder than a motherfucker to snake motherfuckers and throw them up under the bus. This is the same person. The same person. The same motherfucking person. And no doubt, shout out to Random News, man, for real. You know, we got to put them on beam, brother, for real, though. But that's what I'm saying, psyops blow. I'm not saying anything about Straight Drop, and Straight Drop is not in Houston. I'm in North Carolina. Trust me, I know where everybody at. It ain't no trivia question with this shit. I done proved it on more than one occasion. And that's the thing. I'm not out here investigating people, doing research individually on people just for the hell of it in my damn free time. I do it when I have reason, but trust me, that's not where yet. But, you know, like I say, moving along with that shit and getting back to motherfucking hidden treasures, what I will say is this right here. You got women that'll be placed out here through social media for a reason, as an instrument, to be able to knock people off, to be able to take people away from what initially they were sent here, they were assigned here. And one of the main reasons why that they was placed here from the fucking beginning, those type of women, these type of individuals, the example what I'm putting forth was showing proof to you of on how powerful that this psyop is, because they know that the psyop will rule a nation, a group, a clique, a clan of people by way of preying on them emotionally. That's the way that they abuse us. That's how we were abused. That's how we were impacted. That's why we were affected after we heard the story about a young black girl that was found on the floor inside of a freezer of a hotel, which just so happens to be a prestigious line of chain hotels as well, which one really should have thought about and been like, oh yeah, this is just some bullshit right here. Because you got to think about at the level, you got to think about the level of media coverage that would have been at that hotel. Now sit here right now. Let's play the King Rob game. And I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat, right? All right, put a motherfucking 1 in the chat if when you seen the Kanika Jenkins interview, when you seen the Kanika Jenkins motherfucking press conference, that you seen a multiple of news reporters that actually posted this stuff on the local news in that area. Put a 1 in the chat if your motherfucking ass didn't see that. Put a 1 in the chat if you didn't see that. And I'm going to show and prove to you that all of this shit is fake. All of this shit is watered down. All of this is a part of the psyop. All of this bullshit right here can easily be proved by anybody that's in Chicago or in the Chicago area that didn't even see this shit on the motherfucking news no more than fucking 2 days for it to be a story that would have raised that many motherfucking eyebrows and that many ears would have been tuned in and that many people that had eyes that was looking at their smartphones would not have been on point. Please tell me. Please tell me. Tiny right there right now. Tiny in Chicago right now. Y'all ask, look, I'm gonna ask Tiny right now, and she gonna put it in the chat. Tiny, how many times did you see the story covered on the local news about Kanika Jenkins? Please tell us. Please tell us. I want to know. How many times did you see it on the news? I can tell you how many times I've seen 9/11 on the news. I can tell you how many times I've seen Sandy Hook on the news. I can tell you how many times I've seen the Boston bombing on the news. I can tell you all that shit. Right. Only 2 times, she said, when it first happened. Twice. Twice. The news, look here. The News Corporation didn't even give a damn about this fake ass story. The news people knew that if they would have put that story out and it was untrue, that they could have lost their corporation, which is of the news, which is through a division of Comcast. Know as well as understand that all of those news corporations and conglomerates would have underwent a lawsuit within one of the highest forms of court. I don't even know if they would have went to a motherfucking United Nations court on that level. But the thing about it is, there would have been some very upset people. There would have been some angry people. It would have been some people that got some backlash. And there definitely would have been some people that would have lost their motherfucking jobs as well. Think about it, family. Think about it, family. You ain't see this shit no motherfucking where on the news. And like I keep saying over and over again, Oprah ain't say nothing about it. Obama ain't say nothing about it. Common Sense ain't say nothing about it. Kanye West ain't say nothing about it. Hell, Sosa, Chief Keef didn't even say nothing about it. And that's who the majority of, the gang affiliates that's out there actually know about. He was one of the people that was leading a movement at one time. You ain't never hear Sosa say nothing about it. And that's what I'm saying, Pisces Princess, being that you looked at it on ABC, which is one of the largest, well-known news reporting stations. You see that they didn't say shit about it. And if you think about it for what it's worth, Dr. Oz, being that he is on Harpo Studios and being that he is through Oprah Winfrey, one got to ask themselves, what's up, Huggy Pacino? One got to ask themselves, right? If Dr. Oz said all of this and more about Kenneka Jenkins, and she is a black girl, she's a little black girl, she's a teen black girl, with as much media attention that case should have gotten, aside from YouTube and Facebook, you got to ask yourself, why in the hell didn't Oprah Winfrey do a segment on it? As many followers that Oprah got, as many subscribers that Oprah got, as many subscribers that Michelle Obama got, as many subscribers that Barack Obama got, as many subscribers that Kanye West got, as many subscribers that Common Sense got, with as many subscribers that John Legend got. Why did they not say anything about Kenneka Jenkins, y'all? Why? Can anybody answer that? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna wait on it. Oh yeah, I got time. I can wait on it. Why? That's all I'm asking. Elaine Smart 215 up in the building, y'all. Can anybody tell me that? That's all I'm asking. And I just want to let everybody know that this is for educational purposes and educational purposes alone, up under the Copyright Act of 10 And this is what I'm doing right here, right? I'm just making an attempt to be able to decipher a lot of the garbage. And you know what, Huggy? I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure about Lil Durk. I know that he is a rapper, but I don't even think I heard any of his music before, man. Like, real talk, I don't know. But like I say, even people like him that are not as well known throughout the rap industry, but maybe pop into, the younger generation, club goers, satellite, radio listeners or whatever, they might know about him. He might have made an attempt in order to make a song, but you got to think about how many other people that made a song too. How many other people that are not celebrities? How many other people that are not in the music industry that made an attempt in order to do that? There's a bunch of cover-ups. All of these psyops right now, that's been created. They've been implanted within the Kenneka community. Mm-hmm. Now, Beautifully Flawed just said that R. Kelly, the aura, Robert Kelly, he didn't even mention Kenneka. But in his song, he just mentioned Chicago. Gotta do better. Now do the knowledge now. Because that's a hell of a statement that was just stated. That is, hey, look at here. That is a hell of a motherfucking statement right there. I'm for real. Hey, yo, I tilt my hat to you on that right there. I truly tilt my hat to you. That's amazing. You hear all of this stuff, all this Chicago stuff, all of these prominent individuals, all of these well-known individuals that didn't even say any damn thing. Hell, you right, Huggy. She might be in his motherfucking house. She might see in some motherfucking body house. Like I say, I had tracked her ass down all the way to Ohio. Motherfuckers thought I was crazy and shit. They thought I was crazy. I might have to I might take the video off of private now just so that people can look at it. It's my word, family. It's a lot of the stuff we got to look into. And for anybody, that's tuning in. For anybody that's tuning in, just know that I'm not against justice for Kanika or none of that. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. These are all my views, my personal opinion, the way that I have seen fit after doing research. This is my conclusion of all of this shit right here. All of it. All of it. And when I say conclusion, I don't mean concluding, finishing, talking about Kanika Jenkins. I mean concluding, talking about this first edition of this newfound crisis actor, which was revealed today, which is motherfucking Hidden Treasures. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. See, them boys down there at Rosemont and shit, right? They got some real life, top-notch, Photoshop, photo overlaying, tech-savvy ass motherfuckers, yo. And I will say this. Daryl Caesar punk ass, he ain't excused out of this shit. Because like I say, he was the main person that was shouting their ass out. And it's kind of ironic for him to be, not in the center of Chicago, but, for Daryl Davis to actually even have a part in this shit right here and to not have made a report about anything in reference to Chicago, but he could talk about everybody that was on YouTube. Family, you should already know that it's something suspect with that shit right there. You know it's something that's suspect. You know it is. Oh, yeah. And if you take notice, in any live upload I ever did, any panel I was on with the dude, the only thing I used to do is just let his ass talk. I used to just let him talk. Because whenever that a motherfucker talk that much and ain't making sense, you know that they ain't doing shit but telling a lie. And they stumbling and fumbling and bumbling over their motherfucking words. And they can't get this shit straight. And they got to keep on talking to cover up that lie just to take your mind off of it so that they can revamp a motherfucking lie. And like I always tell y'all, and put the motherfucking Puff Daddy and Mace remix on that bitch, y'all. Shiny Suit, number motherfucking one. We done had Shiny Face, Shiny Suit. Now we got Hidden Garbage. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfucking Sealy from The Color Purple out this motherfucker starting shit. It's a whole bunch of psyops that's out here. A bunch of them, y'all. A bunch of y'all. That's word up. And no doubt, and I appreciate the clarification too about the rapper Little Durk. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all remember on Facebook when that girl was in that car and she was with her boyfriend and they was going somewhere and she supposedly got shot and struck out running, still on live with the phone, and I guess died or whatever after that? Y'all remember when that happened? Do y'all remember when that happened? Okay. If you do remember when that happened right there, if you notice after that event took place on social media where they had proof that this happened, had all of this on live, all of this on live at that time, and I see what you're saying too, Namaste, because I was following that case as well. But when all of that shit right there took place, and just like Namaste said, that was Irene's friend. And being that is Irene's friend, and Irene has been a part of this shit as well, one of the leading motherfucking characters in this all-star Kanika cast that's out here right now, right? We got to ask ourselves, about the dots that gotta be connected, the puzzle pieces that's left out that we gotta start using our head and then fucking putting together. That's what we gotta start doing right now. Because if we keep listening to a motherfucker like King Rob with his queenly ass motherfucker wearing tiaras and shit, smoking crack at the same time in the bathroom and shit, looking at a fake ass goddamn fireplace, hey, we'll be thrown the fuck off, yo. We'll be lost as hell. We'll be fucked up. We'll be somewhere on the island of Maru listening to that motherfucker. He done said everybody except for Donald Trump was in the motherfucking Crown Plaza to tell you the truth. That's why I say you can't take shit that motherfucker saying as being the truth. At first, that shit did sound all right. I done seen people even make videos say, you know, what if Rob was telling the truth and stuff like that or whatever. Man, that motherfucker ain't never told the goddamn truth. Like I say, for a motherfucker to go up in a police department and be talking shit, slapping his hands down on the counter and shit, you know what I'm saying? Talking like he a real life OG aggressive ass, gorilla ass motherfucking gangster and shit in the whole fucking nine. That just goes to show that this motherfucker got a long ass history with snitching, and the police were well aware of who the fuck that he was when he came up in there. That's why they wasn't tripping. They let that nigga do all that old crazy shit because he is the type of confidential informant in the damn Chicago area that'll come there and drop off some shit, sprinkle some shit in the motherfucking game, and then get missing. That's what he do. That's what he do. And that's why he can't even be in Chicago. And see, being that we talking about Chicago and a few of these crisis actors that's out here, right? You got to ask yourself, what is their main motherfucking objective? What's their main objective? Is it just views and shit? Or is it some likes or some shit? What is these motherfuckers' main objective with telling these damn lies? And when the fuck are they going to just come clean with the shit and tell the damn truth? Man, listen here, man. That motherfucker talking about straight drop is the father of them kids. This motherfucker don't even know the difference between North Carolina and South Carolina. I told this whole retarded ass when I was talking to him and Marco about that damn story long time ago. That's why when he even said anything about Geneva Knox, I'm like, dude, I watch the motherfucking news. I'm a news fucking junkie, dog. I remember when that shit first fucking dropped. The lady was found. She was found. They reported that she was missing and shit. Like, she was fucking found, Joe. And this nigga trying to run this Anisha Fowler's other shit. I'm like, dude, just stop. Like, stop, dog. Like, we know that you lying. We know that it's not real. I told that retarded ass dude, Lexington, North Carolina. The girl went to Greensboro. She went to the school A&T. She went to motherfucker in Greensboro. She attended school, went to a party, was hanging, you know what I'm saying, with some Europeans. She melanated, got drunk or whatever. They sexually abused her, and she was found in a motherfucking field. That's my word. And rest in peace. And my condolences to her family. And when that happened, at the time, local mainstream media didn't want people to shine the light on North Carolina. So what they did was, they used that fake story that you seen on Facebook where those guys were supposedly hanging the girl and had the Confederate flag in the background. All of that was some bullshit that I was trying to explain to this retarded ass dude. And if you look this shit up online with a quick motherfucking easy Google search of that video, you will see that it's around the same motherfucking week when they revamped the story with the KKK shit. When that happened in Greensboro, that's when they revamped that shit and then they put it on social media so that I'm gonna keep it a buck with you now. So that the mother and the father of that child that lost their life, they did that as somewhat of a smear campaign on social media, so that the detectives would not have enough evidence to be able to go off of what was accused, what was stated. And that case, just like a hell of a lot more cases, would be swept up under the rug. And I want each and every one of you right now to think about this long and hard. Ever since we have been talking about Kanika Jenkins from September the 10th all the way up until now, ask yourself, and keep it real now, do you not think that there hasn't been any women that has been abducted, killed, found in a damn hotel, etc., during the time that all of us have been focused on trying to find out what in the hell happened to Kanika Jenkins. I'm gonna wait. All right, I'm gonna wait. And you know what? Mind your business, NC. You are exactly right. But what I'm trying to tell you about that Geneva Knox story was that that lady had already been reported missing and they had found her. You see what I'm saying? That's how they was able to put that remix on it. And just like Psyops Blow said, she sure, you know what I'm saying, that people die in hotels and shit every day. But the whole time that we was talking about Kanika, okay, think about, I'm gonna rephrase this. I'm gonna rephrase it. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Do you remember before that we start talking about Kanika Jenkins, what we was talking about, what everybody was talking about? I don't just mean on social media. I mean people in the street, your family, brother, cousin, sister, aunt, uncle, stuff that everybody was talking about. Can anybody tell me what was the main issue throughout the media? What was going on that we was talking about before that we start talking about Kanika Jenkins? I'm gonna wait on. I'm gonna wait on. You close, Tamir. It's not Trump. I'm gonna tell you what we was talking about, but I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna give y'all a second to at least comment on it. You know, I ain't on no funny shit. You know what I mean? Psyops Blow, you close to it. You close to it. Namaste. I know that's right. All right. I'm gonna bust it down and put a 1 in the chat if you agree with what I'm saying. What we was talking about before that we got so caught up in Kanika Jenkins was the amount of unarmed black men that were killed by law enforcement. That's what we was talking about. The last psyop that they tried to use after the Kareem Gaines thing, right? After the Kareem Gaines thing that we seen the motherfucking multiple angles and shit when she supposedly got killed by the police with her son present, that we didn't hear any sounds of him crying or anything when it took place, etc., etc. We was talking about unarmed black men being killed. Now, the last psyop that they tried to run, that they struck out with, was the one when the girl was in the car with her boyfriend and he supposedly got shot after a routine stop. And then there was a child in the back seat of the car. And when her boyfriend got shot, she was going live on Facebook, which they was using social media again, trying to pump up a psyop, but that got blew out the water. Okay, when this girl was going live, shout out to Miss Ride or Die. When this girl was going live, shout out to Mimi Dog. Now, when this girl was going live, if you go back and if you watch the motherfucking tape, if you watch the video over again, Miss Ride or Die, you can clearly see that this lady was in the front seat of the car. Then she was handcuffed, detained, and then placed in the back of a police car. But she was still going live at the same time when she was handcuffed with the phone with her child in the back seat of a car at the exact same time. You telling me that there is no one in this chat that has never been to jail, or that doesn't know anybody that been to jail, or doesn't know the basic procedures of your Miranda rights and when a person is placed in police custody? If you don't understand that, one of the things that I will provide to you right now, this information, is that whenever that you are detained, whenever that you are arrested, you do not get to keep your telephone. That does not happen. That's word up. And Huggy, you already know. Like I say, it's impossible for you to get arrested and still have your cell phone. That's just not going to happen. The same way that it's impossible for you to be looking directly into your phone screen, going live and reading comments, when your hands are handcuffed behind your back and when you're in the back of a police vehicle. And you were correct, Tiny. The baby wasn't even crying, and that's a psyop within its motherfucking self. And like I say, when that psyop right there took place, what they did, they came back and they put the Puff Daddy motherfucking remix on it. And then the brother, Daryl, the brother that was a part of the movement, the brother that was a part of Black Lives Matter, that's when he was found shot. And then the car was motherfucking inflamed. And he was burnt up. Because he was one of them individuals that not only knew the truth, but he was out there in them streets and he had his boots on the ground. And by way of covering up and using that fake ass motherfucking story that diverted people's attention away from seeking even deeper with finding out what in fact possibly happened to that young man and why he got killed and why he was burnt up in his car. That's the stuff that I'm talking about that they don't want us to be talking about because they keep creating these narratives surrounded by psyops where each and every one of us keep falling out with one another and we don't even get any steps closer progressively to at least coming to a conclusion that will allow for a person to be able to rest comfortably at fucking night. That's my word. And you know what? You know what, Huggy? Now, as far as them allowing for you to keep your phone, I don't think that they would allow for you to keep your phone if you were a witness to somebody that was getting killed and you were live on social media. I definitely can't debunk that. That's my word. If anything, if it's a male officer that's involved and there is a woman, if you know the law, a male officer cannot even do a search and seizure procedure on a woman. There was no woman that was present whatsoever, supposedly, when this person was killed in the front of the car and his girlfriend had the fucking phone. And the reason why that I knew that that was fake as hell, the reason that I knew that it was faker than a motherfucker, because they would have had to have had a female officer that was present before that they even got the child to place the child in protective custody, in police custody, before that they're turned over to the Department of Social Services and Child Investigative and Child Protective Services. I know that motherfucking shit, and I hope that each and every one of you know this shit, because if you don't know that shit, then you will continue to fall victim to the lies and the psychological bullshit that comes along with these MK Ultra ass motherfucking psyop social media experiment motherfuckers, and the way that they keep putting this shit out here for each and every one of us to bite off of, to feed off of, to suck off of, to drink off of, to find sustenance. Why don't we sit holding our phones or portable operating devices? They know that the only thing they got to do is continue to create false information. A person in these days and times will believe a lie before that they believe the truth. Ask me how I know that. Because people generally will go against the grain of whatever you're telling them by way of them thinking that you have somewhat of an authoritative perspective and vantage point when attempting to give them some information that just may possibly help them out and to give them a clear concept of on what's going on, of on what they might misunderstand. See, I ain't tricked by these motherfuckers. I was never tricked by Hidden Treasures. I was never wooed by her. I wasn't one of them people like Daryl Caesar that was going crazy talking about she my boo and the whole nine. And you know why? You know why, right? Because I done seen more than one big butt in my life. I done seen more than one cute woman in my life. I done seen more than one hustler in my life. And for anybody that don't know, Hidden Treasures has been spotted and identified with that motherfucking tattoo on the left side of her neck is being down at the Crown Plaza, Chicago O'Hare, and she was in fact a part of the protest that was conducted, that was illustrated, that was manufactured by who? I don't motherfucking know, but it was in fact illustrated, and that led us to believe that that took place at the Crown Plaza, Chicago O'Hare, family. That's where we at with this shit right now. That's where we at with it. Now, what I'm telling you, right? What I'm telling you, right, Huggy, is the video. It's on All Kind of Reckless page. Barack Obama. It's on that page right there. And when you laughing and saying, nah, right? We got the proof. We got the evidence. And the thing about it is, right? Not only is this person quiet as a motherfucking church mouse, whereas, in fact, if this was a lie, they would be defending themselves. They would be showing proof defending themselves by us having reason to believe that this is, in fact, her. It actually answers a lot of the questions that we done had from day one with who this person is and where the fuck this person came from and how this person knew so much about Kenneka Jenkins and why this person said that they was the one that was sending money orders to Uncle Fed, as much as Uncle Fed be talking about this Kenneka Jenkins bullshit every fucking day. It kind of makes sense to me now. It makes sense to me now. Oh, yeah. It make good damn sense. All you got to do is just sit back and look at it for what it's worth. All this falling out and shit, carrying bones from room to room. Motherfuckers used to be up in chats and shit in the whole fucking nine. I'd be up in there. And this big space-eyed ass cat-looking motherfucker used to be up in the chat all the time, talking around me and shit. I'm sitting there knowing they some bullshit off the gate. I'm knowing that they know that I know that they some bullshit. Motherfucker wouldn't even speak. And I'm sitting looking at it like, oh yeah, you been set here strategically. Somebody done put you up on game. Somebody done sent you out here in order to subdue some people to be able to take our attention off of the shit that's going on right now. I got you. I've been watching your motherfucking ass. Non-live ass bitch. I already knew what the fuck it is, right? You gotta watch them sneaky ass cat motherfuckers that be tiptoeing around and shit all the motherfucking time. That what she looked like, a big ass goddamn Siamese cat, to tell you the truth. What's up, Lyrical 323? Love. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, you know, our cats be defecating and shit and then covering up their fecal matter or whatnot, right? See, it's a lot of defecation that she did, and it's a lot of fecal matter that she done made an attempt in order to cover up on social media right now. Oh, yeah, we on your ass hitting, Treasures. We on your motherfucking ass. That's what I'm trying to tell you for the last time, Huggy Pacino. The only thing you got to do is go over to Barack Obama page. It's on there. It's on there. You can jet over there and look at it. I think the video probably like 18 or 19 seconds or some shit. Go over there and watch that motherfucker come back and let me know what you think. I would have been thinking I would have put it in the chat. But yeah, man, this shit is wild, yo. It's a shocking and startling revelation. This shit is more shocking. Look, this shit is more shocking than them fake ass revelations that Maury Povich be having on his show with them DNA diagnostic tests and shit. See, let me tell you, man. That motherfucking left tattoo, that motherfucker on her neck. I don't want to have to make a video and motherfucker show you, but oh yeah, I checked it out. And the thing with the neck tats, Huggy, that was the first thing that I did. That was the first thing that I did. Because, like I say, I had braces and shit when I was young. I know how when you get braces, how that the braces gradually over a period of time be able to pull your teeth together. I know of on how after that there's a progression and a straightening and the aligning of your teeth, how then your mouth can be shaped a different way or whatever. Excuse me. It's like your jawbone will look a little different or whatnot. We got to look at all that shit. See, we don't have no motherfucking detectives or researchers and investigators, so we got to be the detectives, the researchers, and investigators. And I researched that my own motherfucking self. And just like Rex saying right now, the motherfucking veneers, shit, that shit look just like it, to tell you the truth. That's word up. And like I say, Barack Obama motherfucking ass be tearing through motherfucking pictures and all kind of shit. Looking all through your shit. You on Facebook or whatever, boy, you better watch the motherfucking pictures, boy. That nigga, hey, he'll zoom in on some shit and find something. Oh, yeah. I already know it's got to be some more to it, Rick. I know it's some more to it. Only thing this did was just give me confirmation in what that I had been thinking about for quite some time in reference to the person. You see Satsuma still smoking, don't you? Satsuma blowing right now. You know what, Tiny? You exactly right. When motherfuckers be getting put on bean, they got all kind of fake ass motherfucking accounts and shit. Cuz what's good? Ain't shit on my live. Tripping off these crisis actors and shit.
Yeah, like on you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you seen in the shooting, that mass shooting that happened today?
Yeah, I seen that shit. I ain't even dug into it yet, man. I've been digging into these crisis actors on YouTube, man.
Or what they doing now?
Ain't too much, man. They just listen to me, man, on here talking, just getting my insights on what the fuck I think that took place and who the people are that's been a part of this shit since day one. I seen that shit too. I think they up at the Spanish people crib or whatever. We up there, you know, they be doing their thing and shit. They probably have a Bible study or something up in there, Bible trivia like Chosen King be having. That's probably what they doing. Hell yes, Sat still smoking. I'm still motherfucking smoking. I'm still motherfucking drinking. It is what it is. Real talk. We in here. Like I say, family, I'm trying to give Barack Obama a little time for he can get to the spot or whatever, you know, so that he can go live too. Cause like I said, we're gonna keep it hot on. We're not gonna take our foot off the gas. We're not decelerating. If anything, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna catch wreck out here. We trying to reach, you know what I'm saying, some mile velocity, you know what I'm saying, at some speeds at like 100 of like 160 motherfucking miles per hour, yo. That's my word. Rex say give him an hour, y'all, and he gonna be on deck, and he gonna be able to divulge a little more dealing with the hidden treasure, Kanika Jenkins mystery at the motherfucking Crown Plaza with the motherfucking stir fry. That's what they doing with the stir fry. They been in the kitchen the whole time cooking on y'all motherfucking ass, and y'all been over there listening to Rob with his dumb ass the whole motherfucking time over there telling lies and shit. He a motherfucking failed detective and shit out here now that think he a comedian. I want each and every one of you to stay focused, yo. Don't take no wood nickels. And y'all already know, man, this shit ain't over with, man. I'll probably be live again. Like I said, I'm going to ride around for a little bit, and I'm going to do some more digging, and I'm going to be right back with y'all, all right, family? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's rocking with me. Like I said, keep your eyes and your motherfucking ears peeled out here, because these motherfuckers is slick. And just like Positive Movement #2 stated, stay focused, and I'm out. Y'all grab your beers, Grab your blunts, whatever it is that you got to get so that you'll be cooling. You'll be up in a spot. You ain't got to move. And we'll be sitting back and we'll be waiting on Barack Obama when he go live, all right? It is what it is. Roll up one for me too, namaste. All right, family, I'm up out of here, all right? Peace.